Video games. I literally hate them. I've only spent like 1,000 on Steam and I don't even use Steam. I use like Friv. Gaming has a problem these days, and I'm sure all of you know that very big games that release now are like literally garbage. Let's look into some. Gollum, the weird Lord of the Rings game. When this released, oh boy, I was excited to get my hands on this as I literally love Lord of the Rings, and people were saying it looks pretty good. Safe to say I never bought this game. Yeah, thanks for the apology. I don't know the developers of this game. When I first looked at Forspoken, I was so insanely excited. I love open world exploration games and whatever you call this. But when the game released, holy shit, the main character in this game is like that weird anime kid at school that would speak out loud and just be really fucking weird. Holy shit, I hate this character, and I'm no hater, but I hate her. Sorry, Frey. It generally kind of just ruined it for me, and I never continued playing the game, so add another apology to the pile.
I killed Scylla.
Redfall was, I don't fucking know what this game even is. I don't know why I included it in this video. I played the game for a bit and I had no idea what was happening. The story is literally not even a story, and it looks like a demo released in 2015. So that's that. Look, you get the point. Recent big video games are releasing a complete arse, and it seems like this will never improve. So how do I fix this for myself in future so I don't get let down and so I can enjoy video games again and spend more money on Steam? Let's start with my first point, not playing big video games in the first place. Think to yourself, there are so many games that are being released every year. It can't only be the big AAA developers that release games that seem good, right? Right, I am completely right. Some indie games are an absolute blast. Hollow Knight, Hades, oh my god, I love Hades. Celeste, Stardew Valley, Inscription, fucking Undertale, if you will. All of these games can literally single out fucking Cyberpunk or Death Stranding. Death Stranding has actually kind of grown on me. It's kind of weird. Indie games have proven their worth, and they are getting more attraction by the day, and good on them. They actually deserve it, unlike some games that I've played. Point 2. Stop having such high expectations. Now hear me out, I get it. Games that are released and have more bugs than actual content in the game should not be released. We shouldn't have to play a game that looks like a tech demo 18 years before the game actually releases. It's like playtesters play this game, see a bug, and are like, nah, this only happened to me. Let's talk about story-wise instead of like bugs and stuff. The Last of Us 2 was absolutely grilled by the internet because of the story, and mainly because Joel dies in like the first hour. Spoilers, I guess. This game has been out for like years. But honestly, I actually really liked The Last of Us 2, including its story. I know, crazy, right? And you wanna know why? The Last of Us 1 was absolutely insanely good. I love the story, and get ready, I like The Last of Us 2 more. Why? Because it's genuinely a good story. I didn't go into this game expecting, yes, I'm gonna play as Joel, go around the country again with some weird young girl. Nuh-uh. I was expecting a whole new story, and that's exactly what we got. Yes, I didn't like Abby at the start of the game either, and to be honest, I still don't, but at least they showed us both sides of the story and made us at least realize that Abby is quite literally the exact same as Ellie. Anyways, what I mean is stop expecting a game that would be insanely impossible to achieve. Point 3. Stop playing massive multiplayer games. I know you're probably listening to that and going like, what? But trust me, some of the best gaming experiences you have are in solo games, okay? Now I get it. Even massive single player games coming out these days seem to be a pile of shit like the ones I mentioned in this video, but if you are strictly only playing multiplayer games with your friends and you're complaining that the new Call of Duty game, which one is the new one? They release like one every 3rd week, is the exact same game you were playing 7 years ago with just some better graphics, you were literally completely right. When Zombies released in Call of Duty in 2009, I was literally 4, so I wasn't playing it back then. But since that day, Zombies and Call of Duty has become a staple for Call of Duty games these days. Nearly everyone has one, or they try to replicate it with a new game mode that just flops. What I'm saying is Call of Duty Zombies was revolutionary, and nothing since that in Call of Duty has been revolutionary in my opinion. I'm not hating on the game, but if you're getting bored of video games and you only strictly grind the same games over and over every day, I'm pretty sure it's obvious you're going to get bored. So this is how we fix it. Switch it up a little and play a deep single player story driven game that interests you, and one that is actually good, so pretty much none that was released this year. I recommend Uncharted 2, 3, and 4, not number 1. I recommend The Last of Us. I also recommend getting up and going outside and maybe taking a break from video games and all. Like sometimes reading a book is also nice, I guess. Point 4. Playing some old games that you have played before but not for a long time. This is some genuine advice, by the way. Running down nostalgia lane is a great way to enjoy games again, I guess. My favorite game used to be The Walking Dead from like Telltale or something, and season 1 was always my favorite season. So like once every 4 years, if I'm feeling like it, I'll replay all of The Walking Dead again just because I love it. So if you're a big fan of Crash Bandicoot back in the day, hop on that shit again and grind it out. You might forget about garbage modern day gaming. And my final point is that gaming in general is just changing. Gaming developers have lost passion to make quality, amazing games and instead shift their focus to making games that make them as much money as possible. I'm sure you all know that, like it's pretty obvious these days, especially with like loot boxes. So until then, we are going to get some very far and in between good games, like Elden Ring. I feel like I mention this game in nearly every video I make. Anyways, most of the games that come out, especially the highly anticipated ones, have a chance of being absolute garbage. Also, stop pre-ordering games. You are literally literally spending money on something that could literally be the worst thing ever, but like that's with most things these days. So just wait for some reviews, and if it still catches your eyes, then purchase. Trust me, it will make you feel better about buying games. Until the day when quality comes back in games, I don't fucking know. I'm gonna go play Stardew Valley or something. Anyways, there are obviously a lot of games out there that are very good, of course, and there are games out there that are absolutely garbage as well. It just seems that recently gaming is going downhill, and I hope it changes soon. I know this was a bit of a short video, and I'm sorry. Next week I have a cool video coming out. Anyways, love you all, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.